Hey everyone, it's me, Nebula, and today we finally got the reveal for, well, a big content reveal for Call of Duty Vanguard. So, I kind of expected this because we are actually 1 week away from the launch of Call of Duty Vanguard. So, I'm happy to see that we got all of this big roadmap, but that's not that important because it doesn't really tell us that much. But this massive blog post here, that's what tells us like everything that we need to know. But I'm so happy to see everything. We got to see all 16 6v6 maps, which will be at launch, and a bonus 2 weeks afterwards. We'll be getting Shipment come back to Vanguard. That's going to be insane. We also got to see Warzone Pacific get revealed, which is awesome. And a lot of the progression for Vanguard got revealed as well. So, let's start by scrolling down. So, November 5th, that's the Vanguard launch. Oh yeah, and October 28th, that's today. If you're on console, then that means today's the day you can begin preloading Vanguard. I checked on my PlayStation 5. It hasn't started yet as of the time I'm recording. It's like 7 p.m. Eastern. And November 2nd is when the PC players can begin preloading Vanguard. I assume that's probably just to like stop as much data mining as possible, but I mean, they kind of reveal everything important. So, let's start scrolling down. Zombies. We kind of already saw everything about like Darong Fong. I don't really care that much about that. Let's go. But the multiplayer is really where all the cool stuff is. So we get to see this screenshot. It's one of the new operators holding what looks like the STG, and it appears they're on Castle. And Vanguard's multiplayer brings plenty of maps, modes, and other features. So the modes we'll see for core and hardcore. I wonder if they'll have combat pacing on hardcore. So I was thinking Blitz Shipment would be ridiculous in hardcore. But we'll be seeing free-for-all, team deathmatch, kill confirmed, domination, search and destroy, hardpoint, and then the new game mode patrol. Basically hardpoint, but it just moves around the map constantly instead of like hardpoint where it teleports around. So we got to see. It's pretty standard. I wish they'd have like demolition or maybe a party mode, but season 1 comes out like a little bit afterwards, so maybe we'll see what comes with that. So, yeah, additional modes including 2 newer ones, which recently became a competitive standard and a small team tactical mainstay. Should be expected following launch. Competitive with recently, I'm thinking maybe Control from Cold War and Black Ops 4. Maybe, and then small team, I'm expecting probably something like Face Off from Modern Warfare 3, Cold War, and Cold War. So for the maps, I'm not gonna read all of these descriptions here, but if you guys want, you just pause the video with each one and you can read it yourself. But we got Battle of Berlin. It looks really cool. It's in, of course, well, Berlin. It's going to be a larger sized map according to Sledgehammer. Then we get Bocage. It's a tank battle in northern France. I don't know why, but this looks like that one COD World War II map. It was a 3-lane map, so that doesn't narrow it down whatsoever. But I don't know, this screenshot in particular just really reminds me a lot of a COD World War II map. This is the one I love the most. We get to see Castle from World at War. I'm so excited for this. This screenshot looks amazing, especially comparing it to like the 2008 graphics of Call of Duty World at War. I'm just really excited to play this map. And they say reimagining. I think it's because they've added like the destructible environments to certain spots on these new maps. We'll see what it's like. This map is also really cool. Das Haus. It's basically a recreation of the White House designed for like Axis special forces to like invade the White House. That just sounds so cool. It reminds me of I believe it's called Checkmate in Cold War, where it's like Air Force One that like the Soviets recreated. It just sounds so cool. It also kind of reminds me. They say it's like focused combat within the West Wing. That just sounds so cool. Kind of reminds me of that Modern Warfare 2 campaign mission where you're like pushing up into the White House and everything. So I have high expectations for this map. And we get to see Decoy. It's a training course for special forces. And I don't know why. It looks like a map it looks like something we'd see in Black Ops 3, mainly just because of like that shade of red. I feel like that appeared a lot throughout Black Ops 3. So it seems cool, and from the looks of it, it seems like it's almost like a Nuketown-ish map. But Nuketown with 3 houses. Ooh, innovation. Took them 10 years to add another house to Nuketown. Then we have Demyansk. This also looks like that one COD World War II map. It was snowy. There was like one straight line with like these types of, like this that my mouse is over right now, those types of vehicles like pushing through. There's like a big bunker and like a log cabin. I don't know why this map reminds me so much of it. It's actually going to be a smaller sized map, so that sounds cool. Desert Siege. This looks cool. They kind of showed us some, I'm pretty sure the other day they showed us some like gameplay of it and another character using like a shotgun. So I really like this. Sounds awesome to see, and it's cool just to see like a desert map. We don't really see many of those in Call of Duty. Then the best map ever, Dome from World at War. It looks so good. I am just so excited to play this map. Like, honestly, I hope we see tons of World at War remakes in this game, just because World at War it almost feels kind of forgotten. Like, no one talks about it unless you're talking about like Vanguard and comparing it to the older Call of Duty World at War games. Sorry, World War II games. But World at War was so good. I'm so happy to see Dome returning. It's just amazing. I'm kind of at a loss for words. There's nothing much to say. It's just such a good map. Then Eagle's Nest. This is actually available in the campaign. So not the campaign, the beta. It would be cool if it appears in the campaign. That'd be a fun like setting for a campaign mission. But Eagle's Nest was a fun map in the beta. I liked it. It's like a small, close quarters, 3-lane map. And it actually had probably, like, in my opinion, the coolest destructible environments with, like, the big dining table. It starts all nice at the beginning of the match, but as you, like, throw grenades around and everyone's, like, shooting and using the table for cover, it gets destroyed. It's a really cool map. I'm excited for it. Then we have Gavudu. This map was, I'd say it was my least favorite map in the beta. It'll probably be a lot better with the launch of the game, but it's cool. I liked it. I do like how I liked it in the sense that it's new map. Everyone likes new maps a bit, but I'm probably expecting this will probably be one of the more disappointing maps. I do think it's awesome how you can use the elevator with the Sherman, and it can move the B flag up and down. I think that's like a funny thing. And then I also like just seeing elevators in these games. Like, I think Black Ops 4 also had like interactable environments like that, so that's cool to see. Then we get to see Hotel Royal. This was probably like, it was either this map or Eagle's Nest, which is my favorite map from the beta. This map is great. It's actually going to be part of that Zombies Daron Fong map, so that's awesome to see. Hotel Royal was cool, and yeah, I'm excited to see that. Numa Numa. This was actually leaked a bit ago, and it looks cool. Seems like trenches, almost like Apocalypse from Black Ops Cold War. So that's fun to see. Just like this kind of like environment. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks almost apocalyptic, you could say, with like, then you can like see the Shermans pushing in. That seems really cool. And it's going to be a small map. It sounds like we're getting a bunch. It actually feels like we're getting a bit of variety. Because I was about to say, it seems like we're getting a lot of small maps, but then I remembered all these medium maps. It's just cool how there's so many maps now. It feels like there's a little something for everyone for this launch. Oasis. I was originally thinking this was going to be a remake of the map from Modern Warfare 3, but they don't say that it's like a remake here, so that's cool to see. It's going to be in Egypt, so that looks awesome. And yeah, this screenshot doesn't really show off much, so whatever. Red Star. Honestly, I think this map got way too much hate. I think it's a really cool map, especially with Blitz playlist, because it's 24v24, so it makes like a map that in 6v6 is like tiny into like a Shipment level chaotic map. So that's awesome to see. Now this next map, Subpens. They don't say this is a remake of a map from World at War, but I'm pretty sure this is like that one submarine. This looks exactly like one of the DLC maps from World at War. If it was that World at War map is also called Sub something. It's not Sub Base because that's from Modern Warfare 2. It doesn't say it's a remake, but I am assuming it'll be very like playing it. You'll probably find a bunch of similarities between it and the World at War one. There's like a submarine, of course, you can see in the middle of this, like, I guess you'd call it like a maintenance bay for it. And then the final map we get is Tuscan, within the hills of Tuscany. It's going to be a medium-sized map. It looks really cool. Reminds me of the Cold War gunfight map. Yeah, I forgot its name. It's also like the first mission in the Cold War campaign where we're on the rooftops chasing that dude down. So that's awesome to see. 16 maps, all available day one. Then we have the 4 gunfight maps, which were in the Champion Hill like alpha mode like in August. Jeez, it feels like that was like yesterday, but it was really so long ago. The time between like the reveal for Vanguard and this game finally coming out, it's just been so short. So we're of course gonna have combat pacing, then hardcore playlists, private matches, of course, we all expected that. Of course, tacticals like normal 6v6, standard Call of Duty that we all love and we all know and love. Assault normally ramps it up to 7v7 all the way up to 18v18, and then Blitz goes all the way up from 8v8 to 24v24. Woohoo, I'm definitely going to be playing mainly Blitz just because that's so much fun. I'm assuming kind of sucks that 8v8's the minimum. I'm thinking now Shipment when Blitz will be so much fun. Then they revealed the specialists, well, the special forces operators, so we get to see all of them. They show off all like the small divisions. They have like the Hellhounds. That's a funny zombies reference. Sentinel. Sentinel. Kind of reminds me of Advanced Warfare because that was one of the factions in Advanced Warfare. Then we get to see the Barbarians and Shadow. Ooh. I assume that's something like Shadow Company, which if it is, that's awesome to see how like they're already tying this game into Modern Warfare's storyline. Then, yeah, over 3 dozen weapons to use with the gunsmith. So like 3 dozen, that sounds cool. Like I think there's 38 guns because there's 3 dozen is 36, but then they also have the riot shield and the knife, so that's 38 guns. But then they have the massive gunsmith for everything. So that's awesome to see. So let's see, like 40 weapon perks, which is proficiencies from Modern Warfare 3 coming back. That is awesome to see. Then we get 7 assault rifles, 6 submachine guns. We get to actually see the PPSH. That wasn't in the beta, so that's cool to see. 4 shotguns. We have the revolving shotgun, which Sledgehammer did confirm they actually buffed the lethality of the shotguns, so that probably means they won't suck in the full game like they did during the beta, so that's amazing to see. 4 LMGs. We get to see the Type 11 shown. This looks like the one that wasn't in the beta, so that's cool to see. It looks interesting. It looks like that stock just looks so weird for an LMG. 3 Marksman Rifles, the G43. Looks like the Type 63 from Cold War. 3 Sniper Rifles, Type 99 is being showed. I don't know why they keep using Type and then insert number for all these guns. 5 handguns. We had 3 in the beta, the machine pistol, the 1911, and the rat. I assume we'll get like a Magnum, and who knows what the other pistol will be. And then 4 launchers. They actually kind of buffed the launchers by making this like airstreaks fly closer to the ground, so they're easier to shoot down, like the spy planes and the counter spy planes and stuff. So that's going to be great for the launchers in the full game. But 4 launchers, whew, I'm excited to grind all those diamond or whatever the mastery camo is. Then we get 2 dedicated melees, the knife and the riot shield. The riot shield I'm already thinking isn't even going to be that overpowered, considering how every gun you can just turn into an explosive beast. Like they have those like kind of explosive bullets. You don't even have to like shoot the riot shield, or you just shoot like right behind them and you'll blow them up. So we're also 6 perk choices for each of the 3 slots. That's 18 perks. And then they're also replacing, it's one of the perk 1 category perks, but they're replacing it with Ninja. And it actually, unlike Cold War, where Ninja only made you like almost silent, this makes you completely silent at all times. So now we don't even have to like rely on the dead silence field upgrade. Now this is big, like progression. I'm a big Call of Duty progression guy. I love doing challenges. If you guys were around before I rebooted my channel, you guys could see I had live streamed me unlocking Dark Matter Ultra in Cold War, and currently I'm Prestige 27 in Cold War. I'm a big fan of the progression in Call of Duty, and you can already kind of see these skins that you can unlock as you like progress through a character. So, Camo Grinders, Prestige Warriors, or leaders of the currently frozen regiment system. We're going to see the ranking experience, 55 enlisted ranks. We've seen that for like the past decade in Call of Duty. That's kind of standard, and we all expected that. Weapon progression, of course, leveling up our guns. I think there's like 70 or, and I think some guns even have 80 levels in this game, which is absolute madness. But this is big. New operator XP leveling and rewards. All 12 operators at launch and others to come can be leveled up to unlock new skins, including special golden attire, weapon XP for specific weapons, and more. So I love this. The special gold attire they had in Black Ops 3, and I loved it in Black Ops 3. It was just so cool. So having gold operators is awesome. But even if you look at this kind of looks like what the gold operator would look like. Is this supposed to be like a platinum or like almost like a diamond skin that you get after you get all 12 characters golden? If they have that, that would be insane. And this is awesome because this also means you can actually get cool cosmetics without actually having to like spend money. It's like buy bundles and stuff. So this is awesome to see, and I'm glad this like rewards people who don't want to like buy a bunch of bundles. I have like Ricochet. Oh yeah, incredible prelude to Season 1 of Vanguard. We get Shipment, and I actually like this Shipment. It almost feels like Vanguard in general. It's a combination of the new and the old. Vanguard takes what was like new with Modern Warfare 2019, and it combines it with like what was old in the past, like Call of Duties that people have come to love. And this map perfectly just shows it off. You can even see like that little like right here on the screen. I originally pointed at my monitor, but I realized, oh wait, that's useless to show you guys. There's like this new shipping container added there. Seems cool. Almost more covered from like airstreaks. Now I wonder if you can climb into these shipping containers here and like hide in them. I hope not. I can already easily see you can jump up and onto that shipping container in the middle there. Ooh, I hope not that one either. But you know what? I'm all happy because unlike Modern Warfare 2019, you can see here the layout is fixed for the shipping containers, and you can now hide there. Well, it's not camping. It's tactically standing still. But yeah, Shipment comes on November 17th. So that will actually mean, if you want to count that as a launch map, 17 launch maps. Well, launch 6v6 maps. Now this is the biggest part, probably for a lot of people, the Warzone Pacific integration. It looks cool. They're basically kind of like renaming the game from Call of Duty Warzone to Call of Duty Warzone Pacific. I think from what they describe later on in this, it's cool because now we don't need to have Modern Warfare installed anymore to play Warzone. It'll be Vanguard, which you have to have installed because they're now using Vanguard's slightly more updated engine for this, and they have a lot of things coming. So we get to see more screenshots here. This is like the top of a dormant volcano. This looks awesome. I like that like building, like the look of it. So it'll be fun to explore there. And then you get to kind of see like the rest of the map from all the way up here. It's really cool to see. You can scroll down. There's like a nice village with like water flowing. I wonder if they'll have swimming on this new map, because that looks like a few feet deep. That's like deep enough where I could say, yeah, you could swim in that. You could definitely step in that water, which is cool. Now it won't be like normal Warzone where the moment you step in water you just instantly just die. So it's great to see this. It looks really cool, like looting all this area. It almost reminds me of that one Battlefield 5 map, the Solomon Islands, that they added like a year into the game's life cycle, which is really cool. So I love that. This looks really cool for a point of interest. Now this is probably one of the biggest parts, which is coming. Planes. So we'll be having like dogfighting and stuff. There'll also be AA guns on the ground. So I'm glad. I was originally like, man, is this gonna be like when they added planes to Fortnite and they were absolutely just busted and kind of screwed over the game for so long? But it looks like planes aren't going to be that overpowered because there will be, as you can see down here, AA guns on the ground. They also say that they'll have all like the modern warfare vehicles still in the game. Rebirth Island will still be available, but I assume they show a little bit deeper down. You can even see like some of these locations and then this cool hangar and stuff. But they say later in this, all of your like Cold War progression and Modern Warfare progression are still available for Warzone, which is great. You can still use all your calling cards and everything. That's great to see. And then it also says that like you'll still be able to see like they'll have some ability where you can see what your prestige in Cold War was. So it's not like, oh, I prestiged 27 times in Cold War. Now it's all completely useless to me. No, there's gonna be something about that. We'll probably hear about it soon. And we can see here, we got Captain Price, Kingsley, and Woods all in the same squad, chilling with Vanguard guns. I think that's one of the new SMGs. It doesn't look like the Sten or any of the other SMGs in beta. You can see the 1911 and the MP40 down there. That also looks like one of the AA guns that you can like see around the maps to shoot the planes down. I hope they're like really accurate and good against planes, just because you can even see they're like shooting each other. So of course that means you'll have like a lethal plane vehicle to fly around. But here it is. The surfboards on the beach really reminded me of like Blackout's Days of Summer DLC, when they gave like a summer like beach party vibe to the map. As you can see here, there's like this Jeep here. I'm thinking almost like how Cold War's Battle Pass, you could like see what the sedan looked like with like car skins, but then you could go over to see what the car skin would look like in Warzone for the ATV. I think the same thing will apply. They'll just they'll just change what the camos look like, so your Jeep will still have your anime skin on it. They even mention it later. And here's an even better look at Kingsley with his golden skin. And yeah, this is awesome. Season 1 begins on December 2nd, which is great. There's going to be a very short period this year between Season 1 and the launch, unlike Cold War and Modern Warfare 2019. And then, yeah, that's really it. Now we're at like the pre-order rewards. So if you like pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition, you get these 3 skins and the guns. You'd get those blueprints. So they're not bad skins. I do like this like Russian sniper skin for, looks like Polina. And it's pretty cool. Like, yeah, it's I'm really excited to get those gold characters. And yeah, I'm definitely gonna be streaming this game, not the night that it comes out because it launches at like Thursday at midnight, but the next Friday, but on Friday, like the 5th of November actually, I'll 100% stream it, and it's gonna be awesome. I'm actually planning on doing like a uncapped YouTube subathon, because nothing could go wrong with an uncapped subathon on YouTube where you can subscribe for free. Speaking of subscribing, you should consider subscribing if you liked this video. Like it if you're really excited for Vanguard and you like all the content that came with it. I'm 100% excited for this game. Like, originally my hype for this game just was not that extreme, but now after seeing all of this content, I'm so excited. So, yeah. I'll see you all later, and I'll see you all throughout Vanguard, and yeah, peace.